Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. That's right, we are live and back at it again. It's a special Saturday night edition of the Wrasslin for Life Network live streams. We are ready to go. I have lots to talk about. I know you have lots to talk about, but we're kicking off our Extreme Rules pay-per-view live stream with a little bit of GCW. Huge match, the finale in a series between Moxley and Gage. We'll find out. Will Moxley retain? Will Gage have to leave GCW? What will happen? And of course, there'll be lots of talk about the White Rabbit and what it all means. It's been an exciting day in the wrestling world. We can't wait to bring it all to you guys tonight. It's going to be a fun night. Let's go. Let me in. My boy hijacked the background of me. But yes, let me in. We are ready to go, folks. As I said, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network, and we are back at it as we always are. Another stream, more wrestling to cover. We already covered 4 shows last night. Why not cover 2 more tonight? As always, I am Mr. Here Every Night, Mr. KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, the man that just won't go home or stay there. And I am joined by the Master of Mayhem, everyone's best friend, Howie Wowie, what?
Right.
Lumping it together, Mr. Big Nick.
Yes, how are you doing, sir?
I am doing well. I'm excited to go. I'm feeling good. Great fucking energy. The vibe tonight has been crazy, sir. So see you go. There you go.
Yes, happy Bray Day to everybody.
Happy Bray Day to everybody.
Well, we're kicking off right now a special little pre-show of we're doing a pay-per-view before a pay-per-view because that's the type of channel that we are, that we cover anything when it comes to professional wrestling. But we've got GCW Fight Club Night 1 starting off right now, and I've got Blake Christian coming out to the ring.
There you go. Blake Christian coming out. Remember, folks, we take predictions. We take a Nick pick for every match we have here. So if you have a prediction on this pre-show, we will be keeping an eye on the WWE pre-show when it starts. But we're heading right into the action. There's going to be probably a little bit of a bleed over between the 2 shows.
Figuratively and literally.
Literally. We're looking forward to it. But yes, let us know what you're thinking. If you're not watching GCW, we will keep you up to date on everything going on. And then, of course, we have live reaction, live review, live results of Extreme Rules, one of the most anticipated nights in wrestling in a long, long, long time, Mr. Nick.
Oh, absolutely. Tonight has that big show, that big fight feel to it of, like we've all been talking about. We've all been buzzing about this all day. It's the internet world has somehow all gotten quiet and like, all right, we're just waiting and looking at the clock. Okay, when's the show start? When it's
right.
Are we good? Are we going? Okay.
No, I completely agree. It's been every time you go, and it's just kind of been like this holding pattern all day long where we couldn't wait. I know it's captivating and it's good. That's what it's supposed to be. It's the reason why generations before us were big fans of wrestling. Some of the younger generations right now don't really know when you got a really good kayfabe story vibe going on that, holy shit, you can actually really buy into this, and it's really cool. And it's captivating, it's compelling, and anybody who's out there right now saying, I saw some hardcore AEW fans being like, oh, this is shit. The WWE makes fun of our stuff, but they're chasing a rabbit. There's nothing in that company that's interesting right now.
You can find a few things, but with this, it's a nice little, it's an ARG. It's a, murder mystery, come to life of there's 10 million different quote unquote rabbit holes that you can go down, and you've got your theory. I've got my theory. The fans have their theories. CJ's got his theory. And it almost feels like no matter who's right, it's still, we all win in the end.
Right. That's that's the best part of this, I think, is, short of it being Bad Bunny. Yeah, I don't think there's a wrong
or
answer to this,
or
right?
Adam Rose.
No, exactly. So, no, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, Nick. There's a lot to really kind of peel apart with this. Obviously, everyone was buzzed last night. Obviously the video has Huskus in it, and everyone's like, well, there it is. We got it.
Right.
Now, there is still some debate. There's one train of thought that seems to think that Bray Wyatt is definitely coming tonight. And then there's another train of thought that's still a little unsure that this is exactly going to be the White Rabbit. It's a little hesitant to go that far that Bray Wyatt is in fact going to be here tonight.
Well, we did see, I think, the Wrestling Republic, our buddies over there and everything, that pointed out how the White Rabbit's clock is 2 days slow. So, like you've been saying, of maybe we get something more substantial at Monday Night Raw with the DX reunion and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. So, I mean, that's been my theory. I think we're still getting, look, our boy CJ definitely pointing out the call to Wyndham. Let's get it. But yeah, I think there's for me, I think there's more at play here, and I think there's more storytelling to be told. I'm not sold yet that we're just instantly going to get handed Bray Wyatt. I think there's going to be a little bit of close but no cigar tonight. It's going to be very interesting how they play it.
Right. Well, and for people following along right now with GCW, we've got Gringo Loco, Blake Christian, Shane Mercer, Jimmy Lloyd, and B-Boy all kicking it off in the ring. And it's interesting because they're on the Atlantic City Boardwalk. So, like, you have, like, the ocean behind them. So it's a really unique kind of view when it comes to watching wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sorry, I'm just re-pulling my stream back up.
No, you're good.
But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this GCW card. It's unfortunate that it's on when it's on, because a lot of the buzz and hype is around other things, but this is a good card.
Yeah, well, and I think it's a little bit like we've talked about before on streams of, I feel like some other companies were avoiding tonight. Like that's partially might even be why GCW's early tonight, going off at 6 versus like an 8 or 11 or anything like that. Because they pretty much know Extreme Rules is what everyone's talking about, everyone's buzzing about, etc.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Everyone out there is like, what happened? Yeah, no, we were shocked as you were.
I'm sitting here. When do you, we can take a poll here. When have I been speechless? I had no idea what the hell just happened. Nice. I was sitting here looking at my laptop like, what? Do I need to fix something?
Digging it. But right now we have Blake Christian, Gringo Loco. I don't know who else is here, but they're out by the water. It's nice.
Oh, yeah. It's a very scenic view when it comes to wrestling.
Oh, I like it. I mean, it's different vibe, but what is happening right now? Oh, someone else is coming out.
Leo. We've got Leo Rush coming out right now. So we're getting is Leo Rush, the White Rabbit, folks. We're getting the first debut of the night, I guess, of Leo Rush.
This man isn't stupid. He's retired and then retired and then retired. And then all this stuff happens with Triple H. And all of a sudden he's like, cleared. See you next week.
Right. Well, let's take a poll, or I almost want to guess at who's retired more, Leo Rush, Ric Flair, or Terry Funk.
What? Say that again?
I was asking the question of who you think has retired more, Leo Rush, Ric Flair, or Terry Funk. All very notorious for retire, unretire, retire, unretire.
I mean, I figure like
Brady.
As a percentage, I mean, I think Leo is winning the race just because he's so young. But I mean, overall, I mean, if he has a long wrestling career, it could definitely rival Flair.
Yeah, that's the thing. Flair's done it, I think, longer. Leo's done it more frequently. But anyway, so now we've got Leo Rush confronting Blake Christian.
Oh, Tope.
Tope.
All right, let's get to the chat real quick. Is this a scramble?
I believe so.
Okay. One of the most anticipated nights in wrestling, Extreme Rules, is live Oh, wait, that's me. Let's go, JV. Welcome. Let's get it. GCW.
Right.
By the way, if you have a prediction for this first match in GCW, we are all ears. It's fight night, kids. Let me.
Right.
What's up, Glitched? How you doing, Willie? How you doing, buddy? Let's go. A-Town back in the chat. Loving the outfit, Nick. Looking sharp.
Well, it seemed only fitting.
I mean, you wear a scarf on MJF night. You got you wore your cardigan.
The man of a million gimmicks, folks.
Right. I'm gonna be a little nervous when it's like, fucking daddy ass night or something like that. At what point do we get you in like a spaghetti strap top and
come out with the fishnet?
Right. Like, the Jeff Hardy night.
No.
Your mesh top. Welcome to the Wrasslin for Life Network. Stay tuned. The White Rabbit is running wild tonight. It's time for GCW Fight Club, and that is CJ Brand. We may see him on here at some point tonight as well. But big shout out to CJ. Thank you for being in the chat. And then backstage, giving us popping us on screen.
Right.
Definitely got us both the freeze there, Mr. Producer.
But absolutely, it is Wabbit season 1 and wild right now, folks.
Right. I've never talked so much about rabbits in my fucking life.
Right.
I hope we hear Levian tonight and the Firefly Funhouse theme, or just anything that will do with Bray Wyatt. Well, I'm happy with anything. However, I know Nick's kind of leaning towards the Firefly return. I want more of more carnage upon return. Not just I want it to be like, holy fuck. I want it to be like a horror movie.
Well, and we could very well get either or, and they'd be both fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to have all of this buzz around it. You're literally like, you don't want to miss a second of Extreme Rules right now. Like even the pre-show, you're like, oh, are they going to put a fucking QR code on the pre-show or something?
Yeah, like shit. No, and then all day, like going to Wyndham's Twitter, then going to Bo Dallas's Twitter, and then going to fucking Alexa's Twitter, and then checking this and checking that, watching YouTube videos. Did anybody else discover anything else? Like, what did we miss? What haven't we heard? Like, Jesus Christ, dude. I was even like looking at the fucking trees from the video. Like, is there 6 trees? Do the trees spell something? It's fucking nuts, dude. Losing our fucking mind. So
absolutely. Like I think I've rewatched every episode of the Firefly Funhouse multiple times today at this point.
Looking for hints, looking for clues. Oh, he said that. No
shit. A phrase or something that he said. Yeah.
Right. So hi guys. Hi Hassan. How are you doing tonight? And hope you're doing well. Hey yo. I haven't been excited for an Extreme Rules pay-per-view in a long time. The matches look fire tonight. So let's get away from the rabbit. And just so you know, we still have a scramble going on right now. Christian and Loco are up on the top rope.
Spanish Fly.
I'm going to go Leo Rush for the win, just because why not?
Yeah, just because, late entrant, pulling the Brock Lesnar. Right. I'll show up halfway through the match and then win.
Oh, shit.
Playing a Gringo Loco, a House of Fire right now. But so do you want to run through the Extreme Rules card?
You can, yep.
Okay. So again, we don't even know what's going to be the main event tonight, folks. Mm-hmm. That's what is, again, great about this. Every match has a stipulation, and we don't know the match order.
If I was to bet, it's going to be I Quit. So just to chime in there.
Oh, yeah. I think we talked about that on a prediction show. But we have Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey for the Women's Championship in an Extreme Rules match. And then we have Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins in a fight pit match with DC as the special guest enforcer. Drew McIntyre versus Kross in a strap match. Bianca versus Bayley in a ladder match for the Raw Women's Championship. The I Quit match between Edge and Finn Balor, and then the 6-man tag, good old-fashioned Donnybrook.
Good old-fashioned Donnybrook
and Imperium.
I'm looking forward to it.
Right?
No, I mean, the card's stacked, like you said. I mean, you got a couple options there for main events, Nick. We really don't know who's going to be what, but I don't really think we care. I mean, a lot of the focus has been elsewhere, but there still is a list of good matches potentially there. I'm not exactly eager for the ladder match. I'm not exactly eager for the Extreme Rules match. The rest of it sounds pretty appealing.
The ladder match I'm excited for. The Extreme Rules match is probably the only one that I'm kind of like, meh.
Right. No, fair enough. I think Bray will show up on Monday. Glitched. I have that. That's been my thinking as well. Yeah. And it could be the Firefly Funhouse at that time, but I do think that could definitely be what we get.
Right. Is tonight just another tease to Monday night?
Sorry?
I said, is tonight just another tease to Monday night?
I don't know how much of a tease. Like, I think you have to get something substantial tonight. I think if it's just another QR code and another fucking rabbit video, people are gonna. There's got to be something bigger at play tonight.
Right.
But ultimately, we are looking at. That's just my theory.
Yeah. Well, anytime you have a reunion going on in anything with WWE, it never goes well. It's something always ruins the party, and especially with Triple H came out last night on SmackDown, which was the first time we'd seen him since WrestleMania. Just, even with everything that happened with Vince, him taking over creative, and we saw him out the gate and very much, was playing into the whole White Rabbit thing. Even he sat there and had the QR code on his microphone. So there might be that tie-in.
Well, what about the rumor that Triple H might return as authority figure?
Fair enough. I mean, it works. He's the most believable, obviously, seeing how he's doing it. But
right, a lot of people hyped, a lot of people pumped. Insanity for me. I don't think he's actually going to be there tonight. I don't know, man. I really don't. I mean, that's what I like about this, because we don't know. They've left us guessing. It could just be another clue. I think it's going to be one of. I think it's going to be a member of the Wyatt Six, but it will not be Wyatt himself. We will be convinced and 100% certain when we leave Extreme Rules, like, oh shit, this is something. It's more than just Bray. Hold on tight, and that leads to Monday's season premiere of Raw, where they unhinge everything.
So then I'll ask you now. I'll put you on the spot. Lock it in. Jimmy Lloyd with a big ass pile driver. 2 count. Lock it in. Who's your quote unquote Wyatt Six?
Oh shit. Fuck. Bray. Do we count Bray in the 6? I don't know yet.
Well,
Bray,
you can make it either or.
I think I think in a perfect world for me, to get all my cake and eat it too, it's a stretch with the last one. So I'll go Bray, Bo, Alexa, Karrion, Scarlett. They kind of go as one. Braun, or Edge would be the 6th.
Okay. Fair enough.
Maybe.
No, I haven't put a ton of. Oh, do you want me to name off my 6?
Go ahead. Leo Rush got the pinfall, by the way, and he's staring down Blake Christian.
So I think we're both 1-0 right now when it comes to Fight Club.
It's a good start. Good start.
Yeah, a little hard not to go against the guy that, like I said, comes out halfway through the match.
You got to root for TBD, buddy.
Well, that's exactly what the White Rabbit is. But if I had to do my, I guess, Wyatt 6, Wyatt's out of it, or out of.
Okay, so then if Wyatt's out of it, Loomis is involved.
Okay.
Let me in.
I could see Loomis, Kross, Scarlett. So there's 3 already. Finn, Rhea, and there's 4 because of stupid ass Dom.
You added. Oh, you're going the Judgment Day route.
Gacy.
Oh shit! How many people? Wait.
Those young veterans.
I feel like you named 12 people.
I may have, but I also kind of I've been doing what like the White Rabbit's done of just name everybody and someone will stick.
Right. No, I mean it's got a lot of options, dude. It could be Gacy. I think he's a candidate. I'm just really curious how this all plays out. Realistically, if you think of bringing up or grooming younger talent, Gacy, Schism, they have potential to be involved. I still want Bo. I'm gonna. That's my own personal bias. Do I actually think it's gonna happen? Highly unlikely, but I'm all for a little bit of Bo.
You just got a Bo leave, and right
I've been
now
Bo
on Fight
leaving all
Club,
fucking week.
you've been Bo leaving for about a year.
It's a while, right? What's up, KJ? Nick, how we
Right.
doing? How you doing?
Me?
Yeah, no, Nick, Damien.
Well, no, I didn't know if you were asking Damien. I was like, okay.
I
So
want to
we're
know how
waiting like
everyone's
10
doing,
minutes.
but how are you doing?
I don't know. I'm jazzed. Like I said, I've been literally going as far down the Wyatt rabbit hole as I can with this whole situation.
Right. Did you say today you were driving around with the fucking White Rabbit playing?
Oh yeah, I was going out doing errands and everything, and listening to the White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane on a loop, and I was bumping it like, come on inside, like just jamming it like that with Feed Your Head instead.
That's too funny. Right now, if you're just tuning in, we are watching GCW Fight Club. We got Shun on the way to the ring. Another match coming up. But when we get to the 8 o'clock hour, we are going to be turning over to Extreme Rules. We will keep one eye on Fight Club, especially if they haven't got to the main event yet. There's a good chance we're going to have some bleed over between the two shows. But like we always say, we cover it like nobody else does, folks. So like, subscribe, and we'll have live reaction, live results. We'll keep you up to date with the play-by-play of both GCW Fight Club. As you can see below, Moxley versus Gage tonight, career versus title. We will see what happens, but Extreme Rules, everybody's buzzing about Extreme Rules. Nick Wayne.
Absolutely. What other show out there is giving you, what other channel is giving you coverage of both Moxley versus Nick Gage, to where if Nick Gage loses, he's done with professional wrestling? The man who's pretty much been the heart of GCW might be out of professional wrestling come tonight if he doesn't win the title. And then we've got Extreme Rules going on, to where finally every match has a stipulation, and we still don't know if, when, what, who, when, where, what's going to happen with the White Rabbit tonight.
No, not at all. They're on the Atlantic City boardwalk for the GCW show. This is awesome. Feed Your Head, chasing rabbits. What are we going to do when we know who the rabbit is? It's going to be disappointing. We're like, fuck.
Then he's just the Wascally Wabbit.
Now, people made tie-ins between Huskus and then, like, you saw, like, the painting in the old Edge videos, the spray-painted monster on the wall. Looks like, the boar style Huskus. Demon, the demonized Huskus. So, I mean, potentially, dude, people are trying to tie it all the way back to, I'm one of them people trying to tie it all the way back to like the Edge vignettes, to other things. We've been seeing the bird for like 6-7 months. Some people said a year.
Now, what if it's all tying into, that's the first person Bray goes after is Edge? Because like we've talked about, Edge may be the main event. So him versus Finn, that's a possibility. We could even possibly, I guess, because that's part of why Edge left Judgment Day, is because they were going to get into the Fantastique and everything. So what if
but they
Judgment Day is part of the Wyatt Six? So that's just the faction that now it's the cult of Wyndham, like CJ was saying.
That's a possibility. I mean, that's the cool part, is we see some of these clues and you're like, oh, that must mean they're part of this, or it means that. But what if it's just him making hints at who the victims are?
Right. That's a very valid point too.
Right. So, I mean, it's a possibility. Now, folks, right in the ring right now, I got Nick Wayne in an arm lock. Wow. Frog in the throat.
With Shun Skywalker.
Yeah, Shun Skywalker.
Let us know who you're taking for that match. I think I'm going Nick Wayne. I don't know about you.
It's a tough one. I like Nick Wayne for this one too, so we'll be tied.
Here, I'll take Shun then, because I know you're kind of a big Nick Wayne guy.
Nick Wayne. I mean, Nick Wayne. They call him the prodigy. I feel like I've been watching Nick Wayne since his first match, and I mean, the guy's 17, 18 years old, maybe. He's a youngster and he's killing it.
Yeah, well, it's crazy to see the young guys that are out there doing it in professional wrestling, like even with AJ that you interviewed on Thursday, only 19, doing it out there in Ireland. So it's still nice to see that there's still that super wave of really young guys that are really making it and really going giving it their all in professional wrestling.
Right? No, I completely agree. I mean, again, it's nice to see the next generation. I mean, there's been comparables between Nick and AJ, but he's fast. He moves. He had a really, really good match with, was it Alex Colon? That, like, I mean, he took a beating. He took a beating the whole match, and he sells. He's not the biggest of guys, like you said, very young, but
well, and another guy that GCW has a lot of young talent too, because they've still got, like we talked about in the first matchup, they've got Blake Christian. They still have Jordan Oliver. So as much as GCW is viewed as, you know, blood, guts, and gore, it's still got a lot of actual talent through there. It's like the new generation ECW.
No, I agree. So the chat is alive, folks. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Don't be shy. We will get to most of these comments at some point.
We'll do our best, folks. We are a little long-winded at times, but that's why you tune in, right?
That is true, Nick. That is true.
What
else we got? What else we got? What does this one say? Monday night comes, DX comes to celebrate, lights go out and come back on, and we all, there you go. Ding. That's my answer.
Well,
now, sorry, Nick, just interrupt. Because I've treated it kind of like very exclusive from one another, but we could get the White Rabbit and we could get Bray Wyatt tonight and still get that, like, oh my God, Bray Wyatt's back. What's he going to do? And then he fucks up DX tomorrow. That is highly possible. One doesn't have to preclude the other. I can get both on this one.
Right. That's pretty much a little bit of what I've been saying, of that we're going to just get the reveal that it's at least 100% thing confirmed Bray Wyatt. And then now what? And then we just wait to see what happens.
I agree with that.
But it would be a little interesting, obviously, with, everything that happened with Hunter, him having to step away from the ring, Shawn Michaels obviously being retired, all of that, of how much would they get involved with bumps, and especially, I guess, more looking at with Hunter. Hunter might still get that itch if he takes a couple bumps, or do we want to push that line type of thing?
Yeah, I think so. I think and again, there's workarounds, right? Lights go out, lights come back on. DX is already laid out. They got destroyed in the dark, right? You know, there's possibilities where, you know, and then all that Bray does, either as the Fiend or himself or the Rabbit or whatever the fuck he's going to be, you know, just literally, you know, gives him the mandible claw or something akin to that while he's already down. There are workarounds, but I do think you never trust a reason to celebrate in the WWE, right? Like, oh, we're going to have a party. Okay, how's this going to go fucking sideways? And that's generally, you know, the case.
Oh,
what? Sorry, folks. It keeps happening. It keeps happening.
I've checked the internet. I've checked everything. It's not Steve mode. It's not because of fight or anything. So, I can think Gacy is a disciple for Bray. What do you think? What about Gacy being involved in this? Because he's had, even on like the Instagram, the live feed that they did for the what segment was it, to where they did
the Waller experience?
There we go. To where you had Gacy pop in and he just does the White Rabbit emoji, and he's got the X'd out eyes like the pictures in the Firefly Funhouse.
Yeah, I feel like we're being trolled, but now technically, if you look at it, if it's them three and Little Red Riding Hood, see the tie-in? Who's Little Red Riding Hood? And if does that mean is that 4 of the 6?
It could be. I still almost halfway, and this is how funny you can get with the Wyatt 6 and everything, because even during the video that they showed on SmackDown, people noticed that the G wasn't an actual G, was the number 6.
I kind of noticed that quick. I mean, it was funny. I saw it today where some people were like, I didn't even realize. And I'm like, no, shit.
But I've also liked your theory to where we've basically had 6 clues that have led up to this.
Yes. I mean, and again, that was just kind of, now again, we could still get more clues. So I don't know. But when the first clue came out, it was the second clue that came out. I was going, okay, there's 4 more episodes, 2 + 4, and I can do this. Let me take my shoes off. Okay, we got 6 clues, 6 shows. It just kind of made sense with all that tie-in with 6 here and 6 there and Wyndham 6 and 6 this and 6 that. Yeah, man, I just thought it fit. And sure enough, 6 clues. Today, some type of reveal. I think we get the White Rabbit. I don't believe the White Rabbit is Bray.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's one of those that's going to keep us on the edge of our seats literally up until we get it. Probably won't be until like the last minute,
Very end, very beginning, middle. Where are you putting it?
Very end, before, right before you go off air. Like I've said.
Oh yeah, this is getting the milk treatment for sure.
This goes at the very end after the I Quit match. If it's involved in the I Quit match, great. You can honestly go either way with who's involved with it, all of that. Yeah, well, I still think you could have the standalone segment of you think you're done, you're going off air, then you have like a glitch, like apparently we've been having tonight. Yeah, and then
weird times.
You have the Firefly Funhouse start playing, and out pops Bray, probably dressed very much like I am, and just ends it even with a yowie wowie, you found me.
It's possible. It's possible. I don't know, man. I really don't know if that's. I don't know. I'm really curious to see what they do because I think at a lot of turns we kind of had an idea. This is what it could be. Oh, it's going to be this. And I think they've overachieved. Every time we turn around, it's another, oh my God, this must, oh, I don't know. Wait, does this mean this? I've been super impressed with the layers to this whole story.
Yeah, well, and I guess I'll counter this now with the big question of how disappointed would you be, would the people watching us, all of that be, if it's not Bray? Like, not even, I guess, on one hand, if it is someone like Bo, like what you've talked about, or if it's someone completely out there, like I've seen names even like Eva Marie or Bad Bunny and Alicia Fox and Adam Rose all thrown around, or Charlotte Flair. If it's someone like that, how do you react? How do you feel?
Oh, I don't know, man. Like after giving us Huskus, after some of the other things that are clearly, it's kind of like what I said with the Bray Wyatt thing, where there was a lot of imagery, and we still have that locked door with the knock, knock, knock. There is a tie in there too. I'm not going to let it go, folks. I'm convinced. However, again, with you, when you purposely, it's one thing to give a red herring. It's another thing to just lie. You know what I mean? There's that line. Or if you're going to lie to the fans and make us all feel like, oh, shit, Huskus, oh, Charlotte Flair, then why the fuck was Huskus in the video? Oh, we just wanted to fool you. Well, that's bullshit. That's not good storytelling.
Yeah, it's one of those of, and it's not, 2 count. Nick
Canadian Destroyer.
Oh.
That's this guy.
But, if it's somebody like that, I feel like it's just going to, it doesn't make any sort of sense. And now it hasn't been all sunshine and roses in WWE since Hunter's taken over. And this would be that very big flop. Like, okay, oh, what the fuck? We had so much hope for you and you gave us this.
Yeah. And that's what I think. There's been a serious amount of pride, and you see the steps that very methodical. Triple H has been very thought out to this point. And again, I'm a little bit biased because, I mean, for me, he's my guy. Like you pick, you got to pick one guy in a wrestling game out of all the wrestlers ever. I'm picking Triple H. That's how I feel about it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, he seems methodical. He's changing up at like little details, commentary teams, like doing everything he can to make this make it a new vision, make it different. So I think he's very aware of, I can't shank this one. I need laces out, and I gotta boot it. That's the way this has to go.
Yeah, that's the thing is with like it felt like we talked about it last night when we were watching SmackDown and everything. How the season premieres of all these shows, it very much feels official like a referee whistle. That we're in the Papa Paul era when it comes to WWE. No longer are we holding on to any kind of Vince storylines that are still floating around. None of that. And he's now hired a director of long-term creative, Rob Fee. Yeah. So when you have a position like that in the company, you have end goals. You have an end game, I guess, pun intended.
Right. No, I mean, that's where it seems like there's a vision. We need a vision. We can't just spot book. We can't make you interested in somebody for 3 weeks and then fuck them over. We can't just, build up a storyline and bail on it because we have no confidence, no balls, no sense. So we're going to literally sit down. Okay. And this wrestler is going to have a plan. This wrestler's going to have a plan. This wrestler's going to have a plan. This is where they intersect. This is where they parallel. This is where these people build to. This is where these people build to. Plan from start to finish. Have a fucking plan. And that's, for me, what we fell in love with as kids with wrestling was every segment. It didn't matter if they were mid-carders. Yeah, you had job matches, don't get me wrong. But almost everything, like you had a job match because it led to to some type of interview that led to an angle. But every portion of the show mattered. You didn't want to miss any of it. I wanted to know what was happening with, the mid-card, what's happening with Razor and Goldust, what's happening with, Michaels and Diesel. Like, you wanted to know every part of the card.
Oh, absolutely. And it's fitting, though, as Sean Skywalker picks up the 1-2-3 over Nick Wayne.
Wow.
And now we're getting Ali Catch versus Sawyer Wreck, I believe.
Yes.
Of course, KJ is probably going to be quiet for most of this match because his girl Ali's wrestling. But yeah, it's fitting, though, now that we have pretty much the guys from the Attitude Era, like Hunter, like Road Dogg, like Sean. Christ, we've talked about Kevin Nash potentially coming and working in WWE. To where that's now the ones that are in charge of creative with the company. So they're basically just giving us our childhood back at halfway seams, just with the updated roster. Fingers crossed, hoping.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm just talking.
No, you're good.
Just talking to a possible special guest. So we'll just there goes Victor. How you doing, buddy?
What's your thoughts on the Viking vignette for Sarah Logan being part of the Viking Raiders, the Hot Topic Raiders, by the way?
I like it.
I like it, and I think, like I've said on our group chat, that I think Ruby Riot's now just sitting in AEW with a big stroking nose, just pissed off as all hell. Because meanwhile, Liv's SmackDown Women's Champion competing against Ronda on Extreme Rules, and Sarah Logan's getting a big proposed comeback vignettes and everything. Like, this is going to go on for a minute. And Ruby's just sitting there getting her face planted in the ring.
This is going to be a good match. So Sawyer Wreck is a beast. Like, she is a tall drink of water. We've seen her have death matches. Man, she's going to bring it. And then she's going up against Ali Catch. Man, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good one. Folks, if you were just tuning in, we will remind everybody out there, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. That's Big Nick. I am KJ. CJ's in the chat and in the backstage making us glitch. And yes, folks, we are covering GCW Fight Club. After this, we are directly going into Extreme Rules. So there might be a little bit of an overlap, but we're going to be here live all night long. Will we get the White Rabbit? Is it Bray Wyatt? Will Moxley end Nick Gage's GCW career tonight? Will Nick regain his title? How does this feud end? Will Ali Catch be able to overcome Sawyer Wreck just because it's on right now? If you haven't made a prediction on this match, do so. But we do this for all the shows, folks. We do it on a different level, and we don't stop. Nick, do you have a prediction on this one?
Ali Catch, she's been just recently in Impact Wrestling. She's very much getting a name outside of just kind of the GCW bubble. I wouldn't be surprised if potentially AEW or maybe even WWE NXT might come a knocking.
Interesting.
AEW, I think, would be more likely out of the two, but I mean, she's already, like we thought when she was getting.
What the fuck? Anyway, things are getting strange around here. We got things popping up, but yes, Ali Catch has definitely been an indie darling. I've become a huge fan of this lady, just her personality, her attitude. Is Sawyer Wreck 7 foot? She is huge.
Well, no offense to the ladies out there, respectfully, but you can be like 6 foot and be a giant when it comes to women.
No, I get it. But man, I'm looking forward to these two ladies smacking the shit out of each other.
Right, Victor. Why? Yeah, exactly. With everything else that's going on.
Right.
Why? Pardon? Thomas being the polite UK gentleman.
What?
Why?
You guys having fun yet? It's a Saturday night. I hope you have your snacks, your drinks, whatever it takes to put a smile on your face. I hope you have it with you. we do have Alley Cat, Sawyer Wreck in the ring right now. Sawyer is in control. It's a good start to this match, folks, but don't go anywhere. We do have so much more wrestling. We're going to be here for probably 5 hours tonight total. If you haven't made a prediction, if you haven't given us a Nick pick for this match, do so now. And
said so respectfully. Sorry.
Yeah, be wise with your
Right.
Nick picks. But if you haven't joined the chat yet, if you haven't said hello, please do so. And for all the faces out there right now, like, subscribe, join the family, the channel for fans by fans. Oh,
well, and I guess we can talk about this also too a little bit, because we've talked about with the DX reunion, and potentially that's where we get the White Rabbit and everything. I'm asking the question: how many daddy ass or oh scissor me daddy pause chance do we get during that whole segment?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know, just because of the way the fandom works, right? Like, I
There's
don't
got
know.
to be some crossover. They're like the New Age Outlaws over there. It's Billy Gunn. There's got to be a little crossover.
It's got to be some. I think I would appreciate it, but if the fans are really into what DX is saying, they'll just stick to whatever they're doing. You know, it will have to be either a lull or kind of like a quiet moment where everyone does it. But
no, it'll be if Road Dogg's there. If
yeah,
Road
that'd
Dogg
be funny,
talks,
right?
That'll be when they do it.
Like, if you're not done with that, and you just hear in the background, "Scissor me."
Oh, scissor.
Right? Like, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, Alley Cat.
Cat's with a cannonball into the corner.
Alley bomb. There we go. There we go. There we go.
What?
Lucas, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. In my theory, I think not only Bray Wyatt returns today, but Eric Rowan, the sheep leaving the rabbits, start appearing. Eric Rowan wearing a new mask, or Bray 2. Yeah, you know what, Lucas? That's how I felt. I know me and Nick vary on this slightly. Either way, we're winning tonight. But my theory has been, like, tonight we'll get something. I joke that it's Bo Dallas, or maybe Alexa Bliss is the White Rabbit, and she comes out and everyone's like, what? What does this mean? And then maybe it's just the deep laugh. Maybe it's just like that deep, dark laugh in the background. Yeah, maybe that's all we get. We go off the air, and then we're left with more questions, but we got some answer. I truly believe, like we said earlier, that this is going to get the milk treatment. They're putting this all the way at the back of the store. You're going to have to walk through every fucking aisle to get your milk tonight. So,
right. Oh, yeah. This is going to be literally the last thing before they go off the air.
Right now, we might get some teasers during the show. That'd be cool.
Absolutely.
Nice.
But that's going to be interesting. Do we get teases throughout the show that hint maybe towards one way or the other? Maybe. I still think this is so on the nose towards Fiend Bray Wyatt coming back that I think it's just so heavy-handed, yet still throwing out the red herrings, because that's the only commonality between everything. So I think, and again, like you said, no matter what we get, I think we'll all be pleasantly happy.
Listen, this is already a W. Now, you do have to bring it home. And in a day and age where impressing people is really challenging, for me, I really think that there's an opportunity here for them to smash a home run, to really establish we are back, we are here. But you know what? The fact that the wrestling world, the IWC, has been so captivated, so compelled, so into all this, dude, it's a win, man. We haven't talked. WWE programming has been stale, quiet, boring, predictable shit for a long, long, long time. And this is a breath of fresh air. This is rejuvenating. This is a new direction. This is a new attitude. And this whole thing has been compelling as shit.
Oh, absolutely. This has been, like you said, this is a breath of fresh air. This has been the most captivating thing going on in professional wrestling, whether it be even on AEW shows. Trust me, we're the channel that's live all the time, folks. So if you haven't hit the like, share, and subscribe and the bell notification, all of that, might as well already, because we show up for everything. But with how much we've been on, there's been plenty of shows.
There's been plenty of shows.
Anyways, there's been plenty of other shows that aren't even WWE shows that we've talked about, that the White Rabbit just takes over the entire conversation, or we'll be on Raw. That's 3 hours, and it'll breeze by because we'll get a teaser for the Rabbit at the beginning.
Right? You get the 20-minute mark, you get a teaser for the rabbit, and that's what you spend the next 3 hours talking about. So it
Right.
kind of makes nice for a good time. But yeah, no, I mean, it's been compelling. It's really been compelling. Here we are. We got two ladies kicking the hell out of each other, and we're still talking about the goddamn rabbit.
Right. We've got a table or a door, right now.
We
That's
got a
replaced
door.
the tables. Bubba Ray must be so upset right now that there's no more tables. It's all doors.
Devon, get the doors.
Right, I was going to say, what's with all the 70s music references now in professional wrestling? We've got Jefferson Airplane. We've got the Doors now being constant. But so we've got Alley Catch setting up Sawyer Wreck right now on the top rope, looking for a superplex through a door setup.
Yeah, she's going up. Did you make a pick? You went with Alley, right?
Alley, absolutely. I think she's one of the most kiss of death, but she's one of the most overacts. Her effie bussy. I am the door. The door did not break.
The door didn't open.
She just the forbidden door didn't open. Where's Tony Khan?
Alley Catch is not the White Rabbit, and she takes the L. Alley Catch is not the White Rabbit. The door did not open for Miss Alley Catch, but yeah, man,
absolutely,
that's crazy.
It was a hell of a match, but definitely a surprise victory. Sorry, go ahead.
My girl Alley on a losing streak. I don't know what to do.
Maybe she's done in GCW.
Well, but she lost in Impact. She lost in GCW. She lost her previous match. I mean, she's still hanging around with Effie, but we need to get this.
You could see Tony Khan calling up Effie and Alley and saying, "Hey, so I need something."
Right. I mean, the Impact offers a good place for Boosie, right? Like in the sense of they would be able to be an intergender tag, no problem.
Them versus the Cardonas, absolutely. Whether it's in GCW or Impact, or I guess maybe even you do it cross promotionally.
There you go. It's unfortunate that table didn't break, but Sawyer Wreck is getting a reputation. She had a great match a couple weeks ago against Yamashita. Of course, your champion. She came up short, but those two women tore it down.
Absolutely. And right now we're getting Yamato versus Tony Deppen.
Yamato versus Tony Deppen. Up next, I'm going Tony, by the way.
I'll take Yamato.
You're going to go Yamato.
It's been a kind of a night so far.
Yamato with you.
Yeah, what's the matter with you?
Yeah.
But it's been a night of kind of upsets. But I do like this view that because they're on the boardwalk, you get the ocean backdrop and you're seeing the sun go down. It's like when you have the WrestleManias outdoors.
I thought I heard the White Rabbit on GCW. I leaned in like, wait. What the?
Just hoping for everything at this point.
Send in your Nick picks for tonight's matches, folks. If you have a prediction, if you want to get in on the action, you let us know. You know what, Nick? We got to come up with a belt. We're going to come up with a championship, something that I had thought of before, but someone else ran with that idea. But I think we're going to reintroduce it. We'll have everybody like make their picks, and we'll give out a belt or something, like a digital belt.
Well, I mean, we do.
Well, Mr. Beltman in the background, the golden KJ.
So, no, he's got that on a standby. So.
John, I was cheering for Ali. She didn't get the W, so I'm 1-2 now, or 2-1, 2-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but we definitely got to keep track of our predictions for Extreme Rules because we did the whole prediction show. Do you have your notebook that you wrote down the predictions?
Yes, I got my notes. I brought my notes. Let me see.
You need them for this whole White Rabbit situation, anyways. So.
Yes, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Where did I go? We got him here, folks. Now, if you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. We do this for all the shows. We are covering GCW right now. We will be covering Extreme Rules. Tomorrow, we'll be back for GCW Fight Club Night 2. And then Monday, we're coming back for the season premiere of Raw. We will be here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Next weekend, I'm sure there's wrestling that we'll be covering. So stay tuned. Like, subscribe, share. Tell everybody you know we're here. Nobody covers wrestling at the pace, the level that we do. Tony Deppen for the win on this one. If you haven't put it in the chat yet, please do so. There you go. Victor rocking the Cut the Shit t-shirt. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
This man's got the whole collection.
Yeah, I mean, smart man. Woo! There we go. Cool. I just love rabbit curry.
That's the way we're going with the White Rabbit.
That's it.
It just comes out like the White Rabbit from why am I blanking on the name there right now? Never mind. Moving on. Monty Python. There we go. Sorry.
All right, A-Town. I'm not doing predictions for GCW. Fine. Don't
be that way.
Yeah.
We're here watching it and enjoying it. So, you can
Extreme
enjoy
Rules
us
tonight. Yes. Is it tonight? Extreme Rules is tonight, 8 o'clock. We're going live, and we'll take your predictions. We'll take your chat. We'll take your opinion. There's a good chance there's going to be a portion of this show that me and him are quiet, which is usually a good thing for the fans.
Yeah, we're about 10 minutes away before the pre-show kicks off.
Yeah, we're about 10 minutes away from the pre-show, like you said. It's funny because I'm getting like the top 10 Extreme Rules moments or whatever. Dude, where did I put those predictions? TikTok. It's coming. All right, folks. So we are looking forward to it. What I love is this debate. Like we're all excited. It's not like any of us are foo-fooing. It's not like one of us is like, this is stupid, and the other one's super jazzed. It literally is just a debate of, I think this could happen. Well, I think this could happen. Well, I think it's really.
Well, here's this cool idea. Did you hear about this cool idea? Did you think about that cool idea?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
According to Fightful Select, Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey is slated to be the shortest match tonight. That makes sense. Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that will be the shortest, the weakest, the sloppiest, the worst, all the above for tonight.
Now, what about a lot of people coming out today and going, you know what? The whole saying is, and you actually said this before anybody else that I heard, Nick, the rabbit is always late. So what if he's supposed to be here tonight, but he's 2 days late?
Well, see, I'm saying that going all the way back to 923 when we got like the first clue. So don't give me full credit with that one. But no, I have seen people say that, like what you talked about, to where if you read Alice in Wonderland, to where the rabbit's clock is always 2 days slow, which in 2 days is Monday Night Raw. We may get, as you keep theorizing, mayhem and destruction in the DX reunion caused by the White Rabbit.
I mean, there's a lot of options. I mean, like even where I surmised. Now, again, some of the ideas aren't exclusive. You can have your cake and eat it too a little bit, depending on how you time it. But the idea that whether they have already debuted them or they are just debuting them or re-debuting them, you have Donald Trump is the White Rabbit. Why is that still up?
I hope the hell not.
Right. But I really think that there's an opportunity here if there is a Wyatt 6 and you brought War Games back not back, but you're putting it into the main roster, putting it a part of Survivor Series. What better place to have the Wyatt 6 run a fucking muck, whether they're involved or not, one way or the other. If they tear that place apart, I'm all for it.
And right now on GCW, Nick Wayne's in control with a headlock and now roll up. But I saw this one because I know a certain person in there you'd like to, you're a big fan of. So, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. Ryback is in the arena tonight and took a picture with Dolph Ziggler. Are you kidding me?
First and foremost, I'm
someone
shocked.
Like Ryback is the White Rabbit.
Listen, I honestly, guys, I promise you this. If Ryback is the White Rabbit, I mean, that will be the end. Bye. That I'll be out. I won't be here.
Just game over, man.
Nope. Like it's game over. It will be shot. Ryback cannot be involved in the White Rabbit. I don't listen. I've heard other wrestlers say, and one in particular said it to me personally, that Ryback is done. Like he physically can't do it.
I wouldn't be surprised. The man's busy, just kind of losing his mind. He's become the, internet troll. I feel of professional wrestling. He's Ultimate Warrior himself.
Oh, look, Will trying to fucking crank my shit.
Hey, it's everybody kind of knows. Poke the bear, poke the bear, poke the bear.
Yeah, listen, I just don't have time for it. I really don't.
This is a happy evening, folks.
Listen, if I was Triple H, I would have been inviting every ex-wrestler I could think of. Summer Rae, fucking Ryback, fucking you name them. Just, hey, come hang out backstage. We're all just, just walk around backstage. I just want the fucking dirt sheets to go spastic for the next couple hours.
Right.
Oh my God, Gangrel's here. Oh my God, Blue Beanie. Oh my God. What did you fucking hell?
Well, and do you think that that's even a little bit of the part of why you're seeing Tony lock these guys into now like 5-year contracts?
Oh,
that we saw
100%.
Moxley
150%.
re-signed a 5-year.
But that could hurt him. Like that knee jerk shit, like to lock everybody up long term. But then you end up, like you said before, WCW, where you have too many guys locked into these contracts that you can't move, you can't work with. You have to either buy them out or move on. And I mean, it's a risky game, but yeah, that is 100%. Whether you like it or not, that is the Triple H effect, where he knows you can't let these guys go to open market because Triple H is a pretty good salesman.
Oh, absolutely. And well, now you're seeing it potentially play out with like the situation with Andrade, where he's been sent home and we don't know when he's going to be back. We've got people suspended. We've got potential legal action being involved with AEW. So to tie a bunch of these wrestlers up for long-term contracts where you may just still have to end up paying them out, regardless of whether they make any positive influence on your company, that's going to be a problem, I feel.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be a problem. I mean, you're going to have to manage all of this. And again, people, if you got a bunch of people that are locked into 4 or 5 year contracts, a year 3, 4, they're still just locked into a contract doing the same shit, you might have a very disgruntled place, and you already do.
Right? Absolutely. And I don't know too many people that are on the free agent market that would want to start signing with AEW at this point.
Well, I mean, it's again, people talk about, well, Sawyer went to AEW. Yeah, fair enough. Different strokes.
And what is you? Yeah, fair enough. I still think that there's going to be some people that that's just what works for them. But
well, no, but put it this
way: enough.
Sawyer goes to AEW, and right away everyone's like, "Oh shit!" It's her house, the queen. Mm-hmm. But you go to WWE, well, you're in the Shark Tank because it's my house. I'm going to be the face of a revolution. Charlotte's there. Becky's there. Belair's there. There's a list. There's a list.
Absolutely. You go from big fish in a big pond to big fish in a small pond real quick. Nick Wayne with a 2 count.
Wow, nice German. Nice German.
And we're not talking about Gunther.
Adam Rose is the White Rabbit. I hope so. Just to fucking ruin people's night.
That he's just been, he was the one going around in the White Rabbit outfit the whole night and everything.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. It's so funny, man. Listen, folks, the glitches keep happening. We don't know why. It's just something that keeps popping up. As you can see, myself and Nick are a little taken aback by these random glitches and these little pop
interruptions. Yeah.
She could have also done OnlyFans at this point.
Jesus.
No, well, I mean, everyone else has. Why not? Moxie just signed a 5-year contract. Yeah, do you find it interesting that it's like he signed? Oh, 2 count. Do you find it interesting